You know, I said I'm gonna be one of those people that wear necklaces all the time and they're just like all decked out and they look so cute and amazing. But honestly, half the time I'm just untangling them or choking on them or something. She wasn't made for this life. Ew, that's a really big spider. Hi guys, I'm back. Welcome to another video. I was going to have Mr. Pudge be in this intro, but we just filmed another intro for week of. You will probably notice the same outfit, and he was being very naughty, so he did not make the cut in this video. So anyways, yeah, hi, I'm back. I have a I think today is going to be a pretty good one. I was really dreading doing this video just because of how much work it is going to take, but now that I've sort of figured out what I actually want to do, now I'm pretty excited to do it. So if you guys have been watching my previous videos, especially the plant shelf freestyle video and then my last week of plant to-dos, the one that is almost 3 hours long. Oh, not the last one. Wait, when is this one going out? Hold on, I'll get there. No, you know what? Wait, yeah, the last, sorry. Woo, I think, yeah, okay. Cut. So yeah, if you watched my plant shelf restyle video, you would know that I recently downsized my collection on my plant shelf in the living room, and I have not quite downsized yet in the plant room because I'm still trying to figure out what plants are going to my family in California. But I have a pretty large box of plants that came from all over the apartment, and I was going to purge it in our local plant group because I need new grow lights. I need new grow lights for my plant shelf and in the living room, and I need one more light for my Mars Hydro tent. And you guys might have noticed that I haven't been using my humidifier in my videos because it took a crap on me. So I have been needing a few like plant related things, and I thought if I purge some plants, it'll help offset the cost and I won't have to, you know, pull any more money for this stuff. But I don't know, I'm looking at the bin and I just don't really think I need to sell all of them. I think maybe there's just 1 or 2 plants that I can sell for a little bit to at least maybe help me get one grow light. But I've decided that I'm actually just going to be giving them away. Sometime in 2020, at the beginning of the pandemic, I started putting out little cuttings in cups in the lobby of my building, and just kind of wrote, you know, like plant babies need no new homes, and it made a lot of people happy. And I recently have become friends with my neighbor upstairs. She moved in not too long ago, and I started giving her plants, and she's just kind of created this new love for plants that I don't think that she realized she had in her. So now her windowsill is like just filled with a bunch of cuttings that I've given her. I've given her like a begonia Sinbad. What else did I give her? I gave her this other fuzzy begonia. I've given her some Scindapsus cuttings. I think I gave her a glacier, and just like a few other plants that she wouldn't have seen like in our local stores here. And she has been loving it so much. She says that it's brought her a lot of joy to see them grow over the spring and now into summer, and she sends me updates on them all the time, and she's just always been so thankful for me giving her these plants because it's just brought more, I don't know, it's kind of made her new place feel more like home. And this whole experience really reminded me of like when I first got into the hobby, and like, yeah, like, you know, you bring the plants home and they look pretty, but once you start noticing like growth and you see how much a plant has grown in your care, it's like this new sense of just like, I don't know, maybe it's over dramatic, but like when I first got into the hobby and I noticed that my plants were growing really well, and I just noticed how much they change form as they get bigger. I just found this like sense of like purpose and just connection with Mother Nature that I did not expect. And I kind of just want to keep passing that feeling along if I can. So I think 90% of this box I'm going to just get repotted because I need my vessels back. So they're not going to go into pretty pots, but you know, I'll get them potted. And I'm just going to put them in the lobby and put a sign out and just say that they need new homes, and hopefully it makes some people in our building happy and they can watch it grow over the summer. And I think now is kind of the perfect time for people to bring home new plants. They're already acclimatized. I'm going to make sure that they're pest free. I'm going to treat them. And yeah, we're just gonna get everyone all settled for their new homes. So that's what today's gonna be. Like I said, there's probably 2 plants in there that I will likely try and sell, like my Gloriosum, maybe my Exotica and Campos Portuenum. But like I've got a bunch of cacti and just like pothos, and what else do I have in there? Like a Begonia Tamaya and another jewel orchid that I would much rather just gift it away rather than sell it. So yeah, that's what today is. It's going to be a very labor intensive video, but I'm ready. We can do this. I'm ready to like offload these plants. Honestly, I'm so sick of seeing plants on the floor of my plant room. It's been a mess in here for like 2 months straight and I can't seem to like just get it cleaned up. So today is the day we're going to eliminate 1 of 2 boxes that are remaining, and hopefully my neighbors appreciate the gesture, because I feel like some people in this building don't like me, but you know, that's just how it goes. So anyway, we're gonna go to the normal repotting place on the plant table. So yeah, let's just get started. I'm trying to put my seat down. Where the heck is the lever? Lever? Oh no, my ponytail. Oh my god, I'm a hot mess. So I have to kind of remember to stay back here when I'm repotting, because sometimes I don't remember where the frame is and I start repotting here and then you guys can't see it. So I'm gonna try and stay right here. I know we're kind of far, but I'm still looking for the perfect table in here where it's a little bit narrower or it's not as deep so that the camera is closer, but this is the best I can do right now. So let's just get started because this is gonna take forever. So the first one that I have here is not, I don't really know if I want to give this away because it just looks so mangled and like what it's, I don't think that like if you obviously know plant, like if you don't know plants, you'd look at this and be like, what is this? But I think if you were in the plant community and you saw this and you knew what it was and you know what it could be, you would probably take the opportunity to take it. So I think this is one that I'm not going to put downstairs in the lobby. I'm actually gonna post this one in our plant group and just see who wants to take it. I really hate coordinating pickups because I have to like put outside clothes on, I have to go downstairs, and it's just like a whole thing. It honestly, like after like doing like 6 or 7 pickups in a day, I'm just like over it. But anyway, I do need to get this out of here because I selfishly want my pond back, and I also need to make sure that the roots are okay, because even if it is a free plant, I'm not trying to give someone a rehab or something with root rot. And these roots are so dry. Well, so you can see that there's some like old roots, but there's also some new roots down at the bottom. So I do just want to get this one cleaned up, and I'll chop off anything that is looking really gross. I just realized that I don't have all of my bowls and stuff because they need to be washed. But I need a bowl to put like soil in. I need a bowl to put like nasty roots in. So let me go see what I can muster up. All right, so that's gonna be for pond. That needs to be sterilized. And then I'll just use one of these little bowls here to chop off roots. But I will try and get you guys a little higher because this is ridiculous. A little bit better, maybe, yeah. It's the best I can do, guys. So I want to make sure not to chop off any of the good roots, but like, it's funny because some good roots are coming from what are seemingly nasty roots, but it's so freaking dry. And I'm not surprised because I have neglected this thing so much. Like, what am I looking at here? Crap, I forgot I have a meeting today. No. See, I can see this one has like some good roots coming from it. Can you tell I'm overwhelmed? I thought this was gonna be an easy one. I mean, I guess I could just put a disclaimer out that like the roots don't look great, but there's like brand new roots coming out of these crusty, nasty ones. Like, it's so hard to explain to you guys. Like, you can see, right? Like, some of those that are like dead and gone or seemingly dead and gone have like these nice white roots growing out of them. So I don't really know. I can't even isolate one ugly like root to chop off here. It would make me feel better to chop off something, but I don't think I can. So I'm just gonna leave it. I mean, I don't see why I shouldn't be able to leave it. I'll just let them know that, you know, I checked. Or hopefully whoever snags this one watches my YouTube channel. That's the root check, and now we're just going to check for pests. Although this one has never had an issue with anything. I'm primarily looking for spider mites and mealybugs specifically. I would hate to give someone a plant and introduce mealybugs into their house, but I am also going to be putting a disclaimer in my post that I have been dealing with those pests, so it's just kind of like a adopter beware. I actually think I'm gonna get a little bowl of water so that I can just give it a little wash down. My DMs are popping off today because I posted my stance about this whole Roe versus Wade thing, and some people are not happy. But you know what? I think that if you have any kind of platform and you are feeling strongly about laws that are being made that affect you and your loved ones that live in what I feel is a pretty horrific country right now, yeah, gotta say something. Obviously, I value all of you guys that support me, that support this channel, that have helped me grow my Instagram to the place that it is now, but don't confuse that with me acting like I take no stance on certain issues just to keep my following, keep the peace. Oh, it's a plant Instagram, you're a plant influencer, whatever you want to call it. You should just keep it about plants. Over my dead ass body. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna go on. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not trying to have this video be about that, but it is a very, very, very horrific day. So yeah, I feel some type of way. I woke up feeling some type of way. Anyway, so how are you? How are the kids? Okay, so I have just kind of given this guy a little wash down. Didn't see a single pest, nothing. Yeah, we're gonna get this guy repotted, and I am not quite sure what I want to repot in. Honestly, I was not gonna leave it in that nasty, crusty looking vessel, but I also am not quite willing to give up my lechuzepon. I do have an excess of leca that I can use because I'm not really using leca anymore. Not a lot, just for my parfaits, but so we're gonna go with leca for this guy. But what vessel now? Because it needs to obviously be in no drainage. This cup is so large. Whoa. Let's just use some of these coffee cups, even though I really don't want to give them up, honestly. But you know, we're gonna, this is the video of generosity and giving. It's the season of of giving. Not Christmas. It's today. Rest in peace, manicure. You know what really freaking sucks? I'm filming this video today. I'm filming more week of today, which is a very labor-intensive day for week of. I'm doing laundry, and then I have to go grocery shopping tonight. Honestly, they should teach you these things in school about how exhausting it is to be a human. Not that X plus Y equals Z. Is that what the formula is? I don't know. She got like a D in math. Oh my gosh. Balls flying everywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and add some water to this right away because those roots were something else. Okay, so I'm not gonna label this one, but I am gonna label all the ones going downstairs just because people in the plant group will know what it is, and I'll also write it in the description. But now where am I gonna put all these? I'll just start piling them down here. Ow, this cactus got me. Oh no. Ow. Ow. It transferred. I have a burp stuck in my chest. I can feel it about to gurgle. So the next one is a very neglected, and I don't know how it's still alive, but this used to be a Monstera adansonii abo variegata, which has reverted. I have given it more than a year to see if the variegation would come back, but you know what? There's been no variegation in the stem, so I don't even know really what I was waiting for. But yeah, this one's gotta go. It's not in the best shape, but you know, it'll come back. And if people are patient, then they can enjoy this plant, but it is not for me anymore. And yeah, it's just time to go. But look at how funny and kind of gross this stem is. It's like a little caterpillar. Tell me that does not look like a caterpillar. It's got the little legs and everything. This thing has just been begging for a pull, and I'm just like, nope, sorry. Let's get you in. No, I want to save that. I'll put this in here. Oh my. Oh my. So roots are pretty okay. I have some that have completely dried up, but that is expected for a plant that never gets water. Here's the root system. It's actually pretty good once I remove all of these dried up, ashy roots. Yeah. It's been a minute since I've given this one any kind of attention. This is one of those plants that were acting as filler plants on my shelf because I've, at one point, and I still do love the very, very wild look of the shelf. I'm still trying to get used to how it is now with not as many plants and kind of like restyled with things. I think I'll like it more once I'm able to like actually shop for plant shelf decorations. But right now it's kind of just in a weird stage. I mean, it looks decent, but I'm just not used to it. I've really, really gotten used to that shelf just literally looking like a plant wall. So I had a lot of filler plants that I didn't love, but it filled the space and kind of completed the look. But now I'm really just truly trying to only keep plants that I love. I don't want any more filler plants. And I just feel like, yeah, I would much rather just restyle my shelf again and have less plants to maintain on there. These are just, why am I putting it here? I'm supposed to be putting it in my bin. I really have been trying to make like a solid effort to be more organized when I'm filming videos like this because these are the ones that I truly dread cleaning up after. I used to sell a lot of plants on Marketplace and in our plant group just because it was nice, you know, to sort of have extra money coming in that I can use to buy other plants or buy plant supplies and just things that I need. I'm a moderator in our local plant group, and I get to see firsthand at some of the transactions and the interactions that go awry and just sort of the like behavior of a lot of people in the community. Just like the sheer amount of like, well, for one, people buying plants that they have not done any research on, have no idea how to care for, and then, you know, throw a fit when it dies after a week in their care and expecting a full refund and bashing those people online for something that's truly was like not the seller's fault at all. Or just, you know, when you're setting up like pickups for plants, and I always require an e-transfer before they even pick up, and then I claim it when they arrive, but it still doesn't deter a lot of people because they know you haven't accepted the money yet. But you know, there have been some instances where like two people facilitated a sale, and then, you know, when it came time for the person to pick up, they just never showed up. And then when they message them like, hey, like, are you still coming, or like, are you all right, they're like, oh, I found a better deal, I don't need the plant anymore. Like, dang, freaking courtesy would have been nice. We have implemented a rule in our group, and trust me, you guys would be baffled at like how thick our rules are. But ever since kind of implementing these crazy rules that I feel are very, very fair to both the seller and the buyer, things that we've put in place to avoid situations like this where it's like claims are commitments. Like if you claim a plant, you've got to buy it. Like, you know, we don't want people just claiming plants nonchalantly. Like, we want people to really think about their purchase because they can't back out of it. And if they do decide to back out of it, then they either get muted or whatever. Like if it's like a second or third strike and they're just gone from the group and blocked. So I think it's made a lot of people just more careful when they're selling and careful when they're buying. And it's not like this just so easy claiming this, claiming that, and then just not like, and then just like leaving all these people hanging, you know? You'd be surprised how much hate the admin team gets. And it's like, we literally run the group for free in our own time. We have no perk to running this group. Like, yeah, we don't get paid, we don't get any special treatment. Like, it's just, we just do it because, you know, we know that a lot of people rely on this group to make friends, to make a little extra money, or, you know, find plants that they've been looking for. So like, I'm happy to do it. It's just, I just find it really, really surprising sometimes that how we're treated by some people. Yeah, there was one time where someone was purging like really, really late at night. I think it was like almost 1 in the morning, or it was 1 a.m. And I was awake because I was watching a movie, but we just kept getting tagged by all these people saying like, admin, where are you? There was like an issue with the purge, and there are people that are like, God, like they never help, and like, what's the point of an admin team if they're not doing anything? And I'm like, it's 1 in the morning. Like, what do you expect? I'm gonna do leca again for this guy. My only worry is that people in my building are gonna be like, what are these little balls? I mean, they can always message me if they have questions, but I'm basically gonna say these ones are ready to be moved to soil if that's the substrate you want to use. Oh no, I forgot to give this one a little rinse. Didn't see any pests on this one either, but I'm just preemptively, see, I'm doing it again. I'm preemptively treating just in case, and then before I put these downstairs, I will spray them all with like spider mite spray, like a really strong one. Man, I was like feeling really good about just chilling out and filming this video, but now I'm like just watching the clock because I forgot I have a meeting today. I had a pretty good break from freelance work. I just finished up this really big project, and ooh, that one was stressful. I had mentioned this in another video, how like I felt like I screwed up pretty badly in the last project that I did for this client, and that I didn't think that I would secure the other contracts coming up, which was a pretty big one. I managed to pull myself out of that one by some miracle and secured these next projects coming up. So I'm grateful for that because we all love grocery money. The freaking price of groceries right now are insane, you guys. Like how is it that my husband and I are just, it's just us two, but we're spending like $300–400 on groceries? How does that make any kind of sense? I don't understand. And it's not like we're buying anything fancy. We hardly buy meat because I'm like a meat minimalist, and my husband, he does eat meat, but it's not like he's eating like a freaking steak every day. Like I'll mix some like ground turkey or something into his meals and stuff, but it's not like we're buying these big slices of meat. Like it's lots of produce, a lot of you know, just like spaghetti stuff and whatever, like kind of the essentials like rice and bread and eggs. We literally do not eat, like we don't eat well because I don't like to cook. I make all the basics. I can make some really, really good Filipino meals, but it's not like we're having that all the time, you know? I feel like my husband does not like Filipino food as much as I do, so I make a lot of like American food, Canadian food, whatever. But yeah, he just requires a little bit more protein than I do. All right, so this one is ready to go. I do need to label it though. So let's just label this guy. I don't like this pen. I'm very particular about my pens, and I don't think I'm gonna like this one either. Oh my gosh, my handwriting is so bad right now. Ready to go. I'm making progress, slowly but surely. The next one that I will be giving away is this Global Green Pothos. I actually got this cutting from Jing, and I really was liking it at first, but I think I've just really come to the conclusion that I'm not like a pothos girl. Like I can see the beauty in them in the beginning, and I think that I get sort of infatuated with this idea of like a big bushy plant, but then once I start getting said big bushy plant, I just start getting overwhelmed, and this was just not doing anything for me. When it was a one leaf cutting, I was so like enthralled, I was so like invested. I was just so curious to see what like the other leaves would look like and stuff. I do think it is a very beautiful pothos. It's got like, you know, some of the leaves can sort of resemble the shape of a mandula. I like how it sort of puckers up like a mandula. I love the slight green on green variegation, but truly I just think that I'm more of a philodendron. In terms of trailing plants, I much prefer a philodendron over a pothos. I'm just not really a fan of the way they sort of fan upward. With all that said, this is another one that I will be giving away, which is going to be a really good one. And I think I have 2 plants in here that I can split up. It's really, really root bound in here. Pudges snorting like a hog outside my door. Seriously, rest in peace my manicure. It's fine. I need to redo it today anyway, since I'm gonna be doing stuff this weekend. I just don't know when I'm gonna have time between everything I need to do today to paint my nails before tomorrow. No, I want to keep this. Root sitch is looking okay. Not too bad. I do have 2 plants in here, which is great, so that 2 people can get one of these. I just really hope that there's not someone in the building that is just gonna get greedy with it and just start taking like all of it, or like grab the whole box, you know? I don't know how many people in this building even like plants, but you know, my upstairs neighbor didn't know how much she would like plants, and now here we are. Also gotta check for pests and stuff, and I'm gonna clean up some of these stems that sort of have like old sheath and stuff. They need to look presentable for their new homes. I need to start bringing some of these dirty vessels into the kitchen because I'm feeling cramped again. It's not gonna get any better once I downsize my table size. I'm really gonna have to get my together. Okay, I even wanna kind of give these fruits a rinse as well. Just because there was a lot of like really fine perlite in here and I just want to get those off. All right, let me just tidy up a little bit before I have a meltdown. I think I feel my makeup all over the place and I have to make this last all day because I'm going to be filming until tonight. Oh my gosh, my DMs are popping off. Mostly supportive, but I do have a lot of grumpy, angry people. We have a problem. I'm very hungry. Okay. A part of me is very sad to be getting rid of so many of my plastic cups, but we said it's the season of giving. I don't know if I want to do leca or soil for this. What would Jesus do? Soil? I don't know. I feel weird about putting a soil plant in like such an ugly cup and then they have to repot it and I don't know if they have soil, you know? At least if it's in leca, they can just keep it in leca. We have to make too many decisions as adults and it's not fair. It's not. No! Run away, Leca! No! Why I'm not using a scoop is beyond me, but I've gone too far now. Alright, one guy's in. Next guy. These cups are dwindling down. They're dwindling down. Now that they're isolated, I'm like, oh, you're kind of cute. No, Sherman. Don't do it. Okay, this next handful, I'm not going to spill any of it. This next handful, I'm not going to spill any of it. It's getting worse and worse. These clunky old hands. All right, we've got 2 global greens ready to go. I don't even know which box I'm gonna put this in. Oh no. You know what, you're pissing me off. What are you? Oh. Ta-da! On to the next one. We've got another pothos here. This one was a glacier, kind of is still a glacier, if glacier is actually a thing, but honestly, I'm getting enjoy from it, and this growth, what am I saying? This growth pattern here is giving me the absolute ick. So I do think that there are 2 cuttings in here anyway. Oh my gosh, it's so root now. There goes that. So I'm just gonna sit here and dig it out. I cracked it. I could probably even cut these into smaller plants because I don't know, I just could. But I don't really want to give my neighbors unrooted cuttings because I feel like if you don't know about plants, then you're going to be like, what do I do now? Plus, I don't even know if there's going to be like enough people who want these plants. So whatever's left over in the box after like 2 days, I'll just give it away to someone in the group. Yeah, I'm not gonna separate it, but I'm just really not liking, like, what am I supposed to, how are you supposed to entice someone to adopt it when it looks like this? Whatever. Let's give her a little sprucing up here. We're gonna do a little bath. I'm almost wondering if I should draw a little line on the cups to show them where to keep the water line. So I'll do it like, please don't spill, Sherman. Do not need that energy right now. So I'll just go like this. Oh, you didn't see any of that. Well, I wrote it right there. I'll do the same thing for here. Just go like this. And another one. Cool. I think these ones can go in these little guys here. Obviously, this is not the ideal size for a root system this large, but I'm kind of hoping that people are realizing this is a very temporary solution and or this is a very temporary potting situation. And when I do pot like rehabs or props this way, I just keep the water line really low, especially if I'm using something like leca. I'll keep it super like dangerously low and just kind of let the wicking take that water up. But yeah, I haven't had any issues, but obviously this is not a good long-term potting situation. Ideally, I would, if this was going into something more permanent, I would want to pot it about this high and then fill all of this with my substrate and then get it sitting on top. Unfortunately, I just don't have enough nice big vessels that I can give to my neighbors. It's just, I'm running low on them myself, and I'm trying to not sorry, it's hard to coordinate when I'm doing stuff like this because the audio picks it up really loud, which is why I time-lapse a lot of the potting stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to not shop over the next like month and a half because I am so close to paying one of my credit cards off, and yeah, I just want to like get in a good place where I'm like down to zero on all my credit cards and I can like start over again, like start fresh. And yeah, I just can't really be shopping right now to, I guess, achieve that goal. So I'm really trying to stretch what I have as far as possible before I do like a big thrift store haul again for vessels and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to get this one potted now. Oh, this one looks so dumb. Look at it. It's sideways. So I guess I could pot it like that. What if I just chop it? It's just a little bit obnoxious. I'll just like chop it right here. See, that looks so much better. Kind of. Let's do the water line. This one is going to be very low because of the fact the roots are literally sitting at the bottom. So I'm going to just do it like right here. And then also the same thing for this one. We're going to just keep it really low. Enjoy pothos. That's what I'm going to say it is. And then I'm actually gonna stick this unrooted cutting in here for someone as well, just in case someone wants it. I am gonna dip this freshly cut end into my callousing hormone first though. And then I'm gonna let it sit out for maybe 20 minutes and then I'll get that one potted up in a little bit. These ones have definitely seen better days. But have you guys ever seen roots of this plant before? They look so incredibly creepy. They look like little spiders, like tarantula legs. Don't like it, don't like it. So yeah, this is a Ludicea discolor, some kind of jewel orchid. I used to really love this plant, but I don't know, something happened. I just kind of fell out of love with it. But I do need to replace this nasty water. I think a little dirt got onto my straw. We're gonna give this guy a little soak here. This is one that I feel like I'll regret, but you know, I feel like if I'm at a point right now where I'm like ready to just give it away, then it's probably just one of those that I can just appreciate photos of and don't necessarily need it in my collection. Cause yeah, I'm really trying to like understand what I actually love, you know? Not a cheerleader. So yeah, let's get this one potted right away. I don't want these roots to dry out. I'll just put it in this little thing. Oh, you ridiculous looking little guy, you. I did pot this one slightly higher, so we can do water line at about right here. Yeah, and then I need a label. All my labels are so crooked because I'm trying to do, now it's wet. Conflab it. Oh no. I'm trying to do it on camera as if you guys really care to see a sticker being put on. Next one up is this super duper sad Begonia Tamaya. She's just really thirsty. So she'll perk back up. I think I'll put these plants out tomorrow or maybe even 2 days just to make sure everyone looks okay after the repot. Make sure everyone's kind of perked up a little bit. Just get them looking a bit happier. Maybe I'll put it out on a Monday as like a Monday pick-me-up. Oh my gosh, this one's so root bound. Begonia roots scare the daylights out of me. They are like little microscopic things. They always look dead. Oh, she's dusty. Oh, I should not have done that. We've got like the tiniest little roots falling off, and I do not want to mix it in this pond that I'm gonna sterilize. Oh my gosh, it's dusty. I'm choking. Oh no. Okay, so this one is she's not that happy, but you know, we'll see how she looks in like 2 days, and if I feel like she is well enough to be adopted out, then we'll do that. But this is I'm almost wondering if I should just snip this little guy off and keep him for myself since I don't have a Tamaya anymore. See, this is where it gets dangerous, the propagating, right? I'm just like, oh, it's harmless. I'm just gonna have this little baby plant, but then you put it next to 13 million other baby plants that you're like, oh, it's just a little cutting. So it's like, really, do I love this plant enough still that I would want to keep growing it? I don't think so. Wish this wasn't so long and lanky. I almost kind of want to put it on like a little pole. Nah, I don't. Okay, but I think I am gonna chop this guy off and I'll offer it to someone else. Maybe I'll chop this whole thing. And then I'll just label it as an unrooted cutting so that they know. But yeah, I think it'll be a good idea to not put these out right away and just make sure everyone is doing okay. I mean, I've been holding on to them for all this time. I think I can wait another few days. But yeah, this one is freaking, gosh, she's a lot. She's a lot. I almost feel like I need to get her into something taller. Dang. Dang it. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a brand new chopstick for sanitary reasons, obviously. And don't mind Pudge, he's just going out for his daily walk. I could tape it. It might look a little better than this, but this thing's gonna snap on me. Oh, it's gonna snap. Oh. Alright, so that is in there pretty good because I basically just want to use it as a way to hold this guy up. What I will do is just prop it up on this stick here just to like let it, just so it doesn't like tip over all the way, I guess. See if I can do this with one hand. Okay. So now she's in, and it'll be a lot more stable once I get the rest of the Lecca in here. Yay, my meeting got pushed to Monday. Perfect, I feel like I can breathe. I was like counting down the minutes. What is better than a canceled Friday meeting that you forgot you had? I'm telling you, someone's looking out for me up there. I don't know who it is, but bless you. Okay, let's do the water line. I know that like a lot of this video is gonna be time-lapsed because, I don't know, what can you say about potting 10 million different plants in Lecca the same exact way? And every time I say I'm gonna make a short video, it's at least an hour long, and I'm like, come on, throw me a bone here. Okay, so I think that we can honestly just do the water line to where this like indent is at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's right here. And then I'm gonna make a tag. I'm gonna try and put this label on straight with showing you guys. If I can at least do one in this video, I will be satisfied. Okay. No pressure. It's so crooked. My good. Okay, well, not my strong suit. All right, let's get that little enjoy guy into here. And because Lecca is gonna be so large for this, I'm just gonna put Lechuzapon in here, and it's a season of giving. Let's do some good pun. I'm highly uncomfortable because I'm wearing the only strapless bra that I own. And this strapless bra was from like when I first started wearing bras back in 2020. When I first grew my boobs. Just kidding. I barely got my boobs in middle school. It wasn't really until like sophomore year that I was like, oh, hey, thanks for joining us finally. But yeah, it's got the underwire and it digs into my skin. It's got like The stitching is like very itchy. It is the worst strapless bra in the history of strapless bras. Not to mention there's so much padding. Like, don't do that. Don't do that to your boobs. But there's so much padding in here. These are not my real boobs, you guys. I think like embedded in Week of Plant To-Dos, you can see me wearing like my very comfy, unpadded, no support bra that I wear around the house, and she's flat-chested. I recently took to Instagram to ask people for their bra recommendation. NYX was like one of the top suggested ones, and then Skims, and then some from Aritzia. But I think since NYX was the most popular suggestion, I think that when I am in a good place, where's my pen? I think when I'm in a good place to shop again and I get my credit card paid down even more, I think I'll splurge a little and get a new bra and get a new strapless bra. And then I can be more comfortable when I'm filming, because I'm so uncomfortable. Like, as soon as the camera turns off, the first thing that goes is my bra. If I decide to wear one that day. What is this? Oh, let's do it right. Since it's not rooted, we can probably do it about right here. I think this label is gonna wrap around this whole cup. Guys, this is not a good one where I can show you because it's so small. If this isn't straight, there's no hope. Perfect. That's just what I wanted. Come on, Sherman. Jeez Louise. Okay, redid that whole thing. So here's that little guy. And then, to be fully honest, you guys, I am dreading having to do these cacti. If there's one thing I hate, it's repotting cacti. Like, there is a part of me that is like, is the work of repotting these cacti worth keeping these 3 vessels that I could use for Hoyas? These ones are so cute because they look like the terracotta pots, but they're glass. I think I could sacrifice this one because I always find these ones at the thrift stores, and I can get like a set of like 4 or 6 for like $2 or $3. So I think I will take the time to repot that one. And then I've got these little balls in here. I think I am gonna redo these ones because I actually really like these cutie little pots. Finn, just making sure he's wearing his ear muffins, is what I call them, his noise canceling headphones, because I don't like when he can hear me filming. I get nervous. Finn, if he doesn't reply to me, then obviously he's wearing them. Finn. Okay, good enough for me. Okay, so yes, I am fed. I had pizza. I am highly gluten intolerant and lactose intolerant, and my stomach is gonna blow up to the size of a beach ball. And also you can hear my washing machine in the background because the house chores don't stop just because I'm filming. Oh gosh, my nose is itchy. I think the cycle has like 5 minutes left, so it should be done soon. But we are going to, oh gosh, I think I should use some chopsticks. Okay, you know what? Let's be strategic about this and not be chaotic. So I'm gonna do soil for them. Maybe I'll repot up here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Again, very sorry about the sound, but I'm gonna just try and do this as non-chaotically as possible. So I'm gonna just fill some of these pots with soil already, and I hope that they fit. Didn't I say I was gonna do it up here? Oh God, I can't see anything. Okay, I can do this. I can do anything I set my mind to. So let's get this in a good spot. Okay, Sharon, let's freaking do this. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to lift up How do people do this with chopsticks? I'm gonna have to break some of these spines, I think. Okay. And I think I could just kerplunk it. Next one. I'm gonna just loosen the soil because I can feel it's like really stuck. I'm try and lift at the base. No, you can't see what I'm doing. Oh no. Okay, let's loosen this a little bit. It's gonna be dusty. Will you fit? Yeah. Oh my gosh, it looks like... What does it look like? It looks like the... What am I thinking of? Like the globe at like Orlando Studios, Florida. Oh well, okay. So let's just get these filled a little bit more. I don't know who's gonna end up with that silly goose, but not my problem anymore. I told Pudge he was snoring too loudly and now he's upset with me. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Point taken. Point taken. You know what, now that I've got a good system, I'm gonna repot that other one so I can have my glass vessel back. I am so glad I ended up keeping all of the pots from when I first brought these cacti home. But I do have to cross off the names because I don't want them to think that that's what it is. Oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. Okay, let's do this guy next. I don't think I need my glove anymore. Do I? No. Oh, I guess I do need it because I need to loosen the root ball. All of this dirt is gonna be stuck onto my lip gloss. I'm gonna have crunchy lips. Get away! Oh my gosh, do you guys see that dust flying everywhere? Oh no, it's gonna get in my contacts. Uh-oh, I forgot to fill this one. I'm losing my system here. Done. Now we have, oh. I think I could just plunk. Oh, it's still too low. Break these little spikes. It's probably a little too high now, but what you can do about it. Okay. My arms are on fire. They're on fire. Okay, you know what I think I'm gonna do is, I think I might just like top it with a little bit of dry pond just to make it look a little bit more pizzazzed, because this is just looking kind of like pathetic with the soil. So we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit on. Nobody will know that they're not decorative rocks. Looks a little bit better. All right, that one is in, and now we have one more. I put a little propagation of this that accidentally fell off in here and it's not doing well. Oh, it rooted though. How weird, it rooted but it died. I want to just give them this little pot. I'm not a huge fan of these clay pots anyway, like they're cute, but none of my plastic pots fit in here, nor do I like potting in like terracotta because it dries out so fast. We'll just give this guy away. It's the season of giving. Making some good progress here and I'm already feeling really good. I think I just need to like remind myself to do this like every 3 months, every 6 months, check in on props and see like when I'm getting to an amount that is stressing me out, because when you do it all at once, then it becomes a stressful process. Whereas if you just make it a regular thing, it's more of just like a maintenance, and like, you know, it's much easier to like purge like 5 plants at a time rather than like 5 million. Don't spill. My chair is so low. Can you just come out regularly? Oh, I can't reach. I really should have just refilled that damn bottle. This is the last soil plant, but it's honestly, it hasn't been doing well for a while, and this was like a pup off of a much larger plant, so I don't feel as bad. I mean, I still feel bad. And I actually really did like this plant, but I think I'm just gonna toss this one out. All right, we're going places. We can do this, we can do this. Okay. So this one is not going to be going anywhere until it's perked up. I don't really feel that great about, even for free, giving away a cutting that looks like a bunch of taquitos on a stick. So yeah, I'm just going to pop some water in here, call it a day, stick it into my prop bin, and just wait till it roots or at least perks up. Oh, my Lanta. Okay, this one is my Exotica. I have seen hell and back with this guy, and as happy as it makes me when he perks back up and looks nice and photographable, it's always up and down, and I'm just ready to be done with it. I don't want to endure this roller coaster of a relationship anymore, and I don't love it enough anymore to keep putting in the effort. So yeah, I think if someone has like only a few plants, like some of my neighbors who can keep a watchful eye on the water levels more than I can, since I've got hundreds of plants to take care of, I just think it'll be better in their care. So look at these stems, because I've had so many runners, they're just like wrapped in here. It's like, it's a labyrinth. Not looking forward to this, but do what we gotta do. Oh man, now this one has all these like little tiny begonia roots in it. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to clean out when I'm sterilizing. Maybe I'll keep that batch separate. Oh my word. Okay, so here is a great example of a plant that, you know what everyone talks about, root rot, right? They A lot of people will say it's all overwatering, all overwatering. False. So if you let a plant dry out time after time after time after time, like I've done this one, you will have roots that just completely turn to ashes and are obviously not going to plump back up no matter how much water you give them. Oh my god, these bobby pins are rusting. I don't think I'm up to date with my tetanus shot. Crap. So yeah, like the roots will just turn to ash, and then once you do get water in there, that's when it becomes mushy and rotty. But here's a good example because I just never have water in this thing. This is what it looks like when, oh my gosh, get out of the way. Pick me, girl. It's not about you. So you can see sort of how dehydrated and just lifeless those roots look. Those are roots that have just dried out from having no water and then just literally turned to ash. Like you can see how stringy it is. They're like hollow. Unlike when you have roots that rot because of too much water, not enough light, it just turns to actual mush, right? It gets all squishy. But this is a result of underwatering, and now I actually have a good plant to use as an example, and I'm gonna go run over to my stairs where I take my photos, and I'm just gonna take a photo of this really quick because this is gonna be a great example to use. Yeah, that's just a good example to show you guys because there is a pretty distinct difference in what the roots look like when you have root rot due to underwatering versus overwatering. I think it's good to know the difference because, you know, you can pinpoint what went wrong with your plant if you weren't sure. So I am just going to get this cleaned up. Okay, this one, this plant stresses me out. Look at how ridiculous this is. We have a whole stem, a leafless stem with a bunch of roots, and then where the actual leaves are, leaf, 3 nodes, leaf, 2 nodes, leaf, 2 nodes. Over it. Over. This is infuriating. This plant has, like, honestly just given me so much grief, and I don't even know how I've kept it around for so long. There's a super easy way to root plants like Scindapsus that can sometimes be very, very difficult to root without losing the leaves. It's just, I really wanted to get it out of here. I was really looking forward to it, to be honest. But what is this? I can't give it away like this. I just can't. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Screw this root system. Screw it all. Damn plant. Okay. So here's the thing. We've got, on this one, the longest runner ever, and then we have one leaf here which, thank goodness, has a root. So I'm gonna cut it. I'm not propagating this. Don't come for me. It's not happening. And then I will cut it again here, root this, cut again, root this. I already feel so much better. We can keep some of this root system for this one leaf, but the necessity for the whole thing is absurd. Cut this off. then keep this single leaf. Not for me, just saying. I'm gonna cut one node off, keep this one, and then cut that off. Keep this one, cut that off, keep this. And then for this one, I'm going to chop it here, throw this away. And then we have one leaf here. I just don't like this long guy. Whatever. Okay, so now we have a bunch of cuttings here. And ow, I can give this away. I just don't know if like my neighbors would be like, why would I just want one single leaf, you know? Or I could go like this, entice you with a second leaf. Yeah, let's do that for these two. I'm gonna focus on that first because I'm getting stressed here. This is high stress time. So this is one plant that is ready to go to my neighbors. I just need to do the water line again. We're gonna do it pretty low here. And then I need to label it. I think we're gonna get it straight. Oh, I can't even see it. This way. And then here's what's gonna happen with the rest of these that I will root and then eventually give away. I am not gonna keep it, I refuse to keep it. Or I can give them away to someone in the group. I don't really know. Because it's like, even if I put this contraption together, where the heck am I gonna put this? I guess we worry about these things after. So it's just straight water rooting. You just put all your cuttings in there. I'm not gonna add water just yet because I want them to callus over a little bit. But you just basically stick all your cuttings inside. They don't all have to be submerged in the water. The humidity inside of here will root them just fine. You literally just pile them like this. You add another thing on top and then you create a little greenhouse, and I usually just like tape it so that it stays and doesn't like fall off. But yeah, I would put the water line to maybe about here and then just wait for it to root. You'll notice that some of the aerial nodes are gonna, or not the aerial nodes, the aerial roots are gonna wake up. They're gonna wanna crawl the sides of it. I just kind of let it do its thing for a while, let those roots grow, and then I'll repot it. So it's up in the air whether I'm gonna keep this and wait for it to root, or if I'm just gonna post it in our group right away and say, hey, I've got a bunch of exotica cuttings for whoever wants to take it. But yeah, I'm really trying to do away with projects that are not for me, basically. I have two more that I'm gonna repot in this video. I'm gonna save the other two plants that I'm gonna actually sell for my week of plant to-dos that I'm filming this week. So second to last one is this succulent arrangement that I got not too long ago. I'm just, I don't know, like I have my succulents that I like, that I have, and I just don't really feel the desire to kind of have them all around the house. So I'm gonna get these out of here, but it's got these cute little decorations in here that I can totally use for other things in the house. Like I'll probably stick these like spongy, cool looking things in my my Rudsta just to make it look a little bit more wild. So there's two of those little spongy guys in here. What are these? These are so neat. They look like little tiny coral. They just look like loofahs, actually. Are those loofahs? There are also some rocks in here that I can potentially use decoratively. I actually don't know how this is potted, to be honest. I think there's some dirt under this sand. I think. I don't know. I have no idea how this is potted in here. This came as an arrangement from a local plant shop that gifted this to me. Perfect, broke that right off. Ow, that's sharp. You know what one of my favorite things in the, ow, that's sharp. Jeez Louise, what is that? Oh, it's the actual succulent. My goodness. One of my favorite things in the world to do are pick off dead succulent leaves. Back in 2012 or something, when I was with my ex-boyfriend, his mom had like succulents growing all around the side of the house, and those are the succulents that we would use to make little arrangements and stuff for our shop. But like on the weekends, seriously, when I was bored, I would just go outside and start picking off all the dead succulent leaves, and it was like the most therapeutic thing in the world. And his mom would be like, "What are you doing?" And I'd just be like, "Don't mind me." Oh, like they're so crunchy. Could put me to sleep. Like just, there's something so satisfying about just like, they come off so easily. It's kind of like corn. I don't know how you guys eat your corn, but I don't just like chomp into it because I don't like it going between my teeth. So I just pluck each kernel off. Like there's a method. You just start at the top, you just pick and twist, and then it comes right off. Or you can use your lower teeth to pluck it off. And I just eat one kernel at a time. So anyway, I brought that up because it sort of reminds me of removing kernels that way. Just comes off so easily, like a little kernel. Man, these succulent leaves are really sharp. It like stabbed me. It's like, oh yeah, you want to get rid of me? You want to get rid of me, huh? What's wrong with me? Okay, this one is really thirsty. Do I see any bugs? No. No, no, no. I never really have pest issues with my succulents. I could use this one. Not a huge fan, so I'll just go like this. Oh, I put my soil away, dang it. I think I'm gonna cut this succulent back because it looks kind of funny. And I don't want him to be the reason why nobody wants to grab him. So he'll grow back. I'll just pot him back in here, I guess. Ugh. Why is my phone being blown up? It's Friday, for goodness sakes. Everybody chill out. So to get all of this dirt off in the leaves, I'm just gonna use a dry paintbrush. I have like diatomaceous earth flying everywhere. My scissors. Really? I don't have time for games right now. Oh. Idiot. I think I'll use pawn again, decoratively. Don't tell anyone my secret. Like, even though these are like plants that I don't want anymore, like they're still perfectly good plants, and I don't want this box to look so clearly like, oh, it's just someone's throwaways, you know? Like I want it to look decent. I want people to be like, oh my gosh, when they see it, and be excited about it. So I do want them to look presentable. I want them to be potted somewhat decently, as decent as I can get it. That looks better. Whew. To be honest, I don't really want this pot anymore. So I think actually I might be done. I just need to water this one thoroughly because it's very, very thirsty. I don't even know what it is. But yeah, this one's gotta go too. I don't know, I'm not really a fan of the fuzz, these like spiky, fuzzy stuff. I just have this like, not irrational fear, but like I've had these stuck on me before and I just don't like it. But some people are really, really into these fuzzy guys. So yeah, I'm just gonna give it away like this. I made it through somehow. I don't know how, but yeah, I just need to water them. I'm gonna let them sit over the weekend, make sure everyone kind of perks back up, make sure nobody is super stressed from the shock of transplanting. And then maybe on Monday or Tuesday of next week, I'll just put a nice little box out with a sign saying, you know, that these plants need homes and to contact me through Facebook if they need any help. But otherwise, I feel really good about gifting these away rather than trying to sell them and then just avoiding the whole runaround with coordinating pickups and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I think I am done. I'm very relieved to get these guys out of here finally. It's been a long time coming. So if you want to see the rest of the plants that I will be purging, like actually trying to sell, watch my, is it gonna go up before? I think it's gonna go up after this video. So watch my next week of plant to-dos. I will be repotting and selling stuff in that video, I think. So yeah, anyway, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it maybe inspired you to maybe shave your collection down or maybe gift some plants to neighbors or to friends and just share the plant love. But yeah, if you liked it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up because it helps us a lot on YouTube. I appreciate you guys for being here. I appreciate you watching every week. All of the sweet comments do not go unnoticed, I promise you. I don't have my buddy here to send you guys off, but he loves you as well, and we will see you in the next one.